Hello, good morning. Ooh, stretch. Right, let's hop on over to Photoshop. It's still Chemo Demeshi. Um, so we're going to be doing figure drawing every morning for a whole month. But I'm sort of flicking between different kinds of figure drawing. So, like observational figure drawing, very much line based. It's how I would draw traditionally. Um, then something from my imagination, another thing from my imagination but painted. Yesterday we went for these sort of quick little thumbnail things. A bit more design involved, but barely. And today we're gonna be painting, so it should be fun. I hope. I pray. So let's have a think about how I might wanna approach this. I think a drawing can't hurt. Let's see. Something like this. You'll notice I sort of switch between these different modes of being where I'm like mannequinizing things and I'm drawing out lines for elbows and shoulders, but then I'm also just picking up on big 2D graphic shapes, and I can never decide which one of those I want to sort of commit to. And the answer is I don't have to commit to any one of them, which is a nice realization to have. I think when people are starting out and drawing a lot, or probably not drawing as much as they should, there's this tendency to go, oh, well, I have to decide now, am I going to be a painter or am I going to be a person who does line art? And if I do line art, am I going to be a person who does it like in this style, this style? Um, and I think that's a recipe for disaster. So this armpit's coming in. His little elf ear. Let's figure out some more of these shapes, I think. Ooh. Okay, I think that's a decent enough drawing. I'm not overly concerned about that. So let's throw some paint on it. I know the drawing has kind of disappeared at this point, but we'll bring it back. I just like making a mess. And let's take all of this and raise the value like that. And then I can start chiseling out areas on top. We're not quite going dark enough, but that's okay. Is the hair also green? Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm just blind. Like having this grey. that. That's that whole shape. We'll leave like that for now. Hello.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah. Just painting.
And not a very convincing yes.
Well, it's tricky, when you're in a nice warm bed and
It is.
you have to leave it.
I had that exact struggle this morning. As is everyone, really, but
I just feel like do you know when we were younger, still young, but when we started studying initially at like 6 a.m.,
yeah.
I just felt like I was so full of beans. Now I feel like an old man who's like struggling to form coherent thoughts.
I mean, you're very far from an old man, Joe.
I know, I know.
Because we're the same age. I don't want to think of myself as an old man.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Okay. Oh, what?
Let's do this. We've got 5 people watching, but the chat is just silent. They're lurking.
They're also in bed, like we should be.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
True.
Okay. Make myself a coffee. Get started.
Get a bit more blue in.
Blue passport.
Blue passport.
Do you have a blue passport yet?
No, I
Meg-
have a red passport. Megan has
Megan
one.
does, yeah.
This is too high up. Let's just combine these things. And then
What are you drawing this morning?
figure.
Of course, yeah. Chemo.
But I don't know, I yearn for.
Not many people were cut from the chemo yesterday.
Not many.
No, it was enough to be sent in one message, so, I mean, still a lot, but... But I saw someone, they posted as their last message, a screenshot of a drawing that they'd done in time.
Oh.
About quite a bit, and they're like, "Why have I been kicked? I did a drawing," and there was like people either side of them that like were still alive, and he was dead. I was like, "Oh, poor guy."
So there might be a flaw in the chemo system.
Maybe it was like a time zone thing. I'm not too sure.
Maybe. How curious.
Have they removed the last words, chat?
After that controversy.
Maybe. Oh, there's no last. There's clubs now. For different games. Oh yeah, last words not hidden. Use exclamation mark Gravekeeper to access it. I'm gonna do that.
Too upsetting for people.
Yeah.
Do you know, I feel like I get so hyperfixated nowadays, which is good. It's a good thing. Like just looking at one area and trying to figure out how to paint it in a thoughtful way.
Oh. I was hoping that the person who posted it got saved, but
They haven't. They're still gone. They didn't reverse their. Maybe it was an engineered screenshot, man.
maybe. There was a really, really nice painting in there actually. Since someone was like, I was working on a portrait, passed out and woke up too late. But I'll send you the portrait 'cause it's very nice. I'd love to see more of it.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It is. Did they post anything else before they met their demise? They did. No other portraits.
I've been sort of flirting with death.
Oh God.
Just on the chemo server, in the sense that I've been posting both before and after 12. So
Yeah.
if anything's going to be my demise, it's going to be me thinking I've posted after 12 when I've posted before, and then getting kicked because I chose
Yeah.
to wait until after 12 to post. So I just need to remember to sort of check every day, I think.
I should actually check too because
You check me while you're at it.
yeah.
Thanks, soldier.
But I don't want to check you wrong now.
No, I trust your eyes.
Mario Green, mate.
I'm
You are
green.
safe. You're also in the. You have the cubby role, whatever that means.
Cubby.
Yeah.
I think that means I'm a famous YouTuber and people should
Yeah.
respect that fact. You finished chemo last year. Tasty one.
Well done.
Well done, I know. It's difficult these days. Oh, those drawings are nice that you've just sent me.
They are same person.
I feel like the head's a little bit small.
Did you see that person on there? It wasn't day one, it was before it started. That drew like feet pics, and then
What?
one of the rules is like
No,
it
no
was
feet
like
pics.
kind of NSFW kind of stuff, not like trying to learn feet anatomy or anything. And then one of the server mods put it in general and added him and was like, "Explain yourself."
My God.
No, don't draw anything that you wouldn't show your parents, essentially.
I've seen some NSFW stuff that manages to like fly under the radar.
Yeah, I think obviously if it's just life drawing, then that's
No,
not
there was
NSFW,
one
but-
that looked as though it had been drawn from like screenshots from a porno or something. It's pretty bad.
I don't know if I can find it. Ah, so this was posted.
Sinks has just posted.
Yeah. Very nice.
I haven't interacted with Cynics in a while. I used to be in all of his streams. And I used to be in his Discord server. But I couldn't, the sort of antisocial little gremlin inside of me couldn't handle the fact that he opened his Discord server up to like Twitch subs.
Yeah.
And he was getting so many Twitch subs that this little cozy server where I knew everyone all of a sudden was just full of people I didn't know. And I was like, no, I gotta leave.
So you did a pretty good
Sorry.
job at making your own little space, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah. Like I feel like I wanted to probably do more of socializing. probably wouldn't jump in one of these big art servers. I just probably jump in your server more often, to be honest. Seems like more curated to have cool dudes. Not curated, but only cool dudes manage to come in. So
It is a pretty cool dude-esque place.
yeah.
I'll give myself that. I don't know how. It's not like I've deliberately curated that in any way whatsoever. But
Good job from me. I was banning people that smell funny.
yeah, as you should,
Yeah. But sometimes in the Post Daily channel, some really, really lovely drawings come up, and I've been saving a whole bunch of them.
Been saving them.
Oh, yeah.
He's a smart cookie. I don't know, I'm just sort of noodling around.
Little noodle.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing in particular wrong with noodling around, but it feels unproductive. I know it's not. I'm still on time, but
How many of them? 40 studies, 41 studies this year.
Jesus,
Shame.
you're behind.
Well, it was the worst bit is by the end of January, I think I'd done
39.
studied. Oh, it was like after about like 39, yeah, I'd done like one a day, and then just didn't do any for ages. What am I doing? Criminal behaviour. Let's get back on it.
I feel like I've squished the torso down here. Or not made the legs long enough. Oh God, it's difficult to know. Nah, we're fine. Oh my God, it's already been half an hour. We're not fine. I'm walking Megan to work again, so I can only stay on till 7.
The quick turnaround. It's fine. It's not fine.
I didn't know time had passed. It's okay. We can do this. I haven't painted from photos in a while.
No.
And no, I've either been drawing and painting from life or drawing and painting from my imagination. And no in between. So like yesterday's mushroom and these figures, they're a bit weird. Like there's a quality that you get by painting from a photograph that is odd. I think it's more difficult than drawing from life.
Mm. We have a look at making these mannequins a bit more human, I think. To the
You should look at Andrew Loomis. He's pretty good. He's a pretty good fella.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about absorbing information.
Absorbing information.
I think if anything, that's one of my weaknesses. Is I don't really. I've watched Craig Mullins' Schoolism, and I've read Scott Robertson, but I don't really seek out a lot of information. I just sort of mess about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's bad because I'm making YouTube videos that I expect other people to watch, but I don't actually watch any other art YouTubers. Apart from James Gurney, he has my heart. And Marco Pucci, I
He's-
guess.
Yeah. James Gurney's a gem. Sort of sweet guy. I always love. Is it GDC every year? I can't remember what art conference it is. Where he always
Lightbox, where he goes and
Lightbox. That's
he
it.
goes and
He did like
paints.
one year. He did like the gouache painting of the sign, and now it's like a thing that he does. And like people join him, and they all take the little gouache paints, and they all paint the sign with him. Sweetest thing.
Bless that man.
Ah, inspiring a younger generation to get the gouaches out.
Oh, the neck needed to be longer. Oh. We've figured it out, gang. Keep flipping my darn canvas.
Darn.
Darn canvas. Let's let's imply that there are some bits and bobs.
Oh, I didn't do it again. Okay. I need
Didn't-
to book the time that I'm coming over to. Oh, I keep forgetting to.
What, the plane or the?
I need to
Annual
book time
leave.
off work.
Oh, I've done that. I haven't booked the plane.
I'll do that now. Oh, I can't do it now, but I'll put a note in my pocket that reminds me to do it. And
Yep.
I'll eventually pull out during the day.
That's smart, man. Tricking yourself into being organised.
Yeah. If you trick yourself and pretend to be organised, that just make you organised, do you think?
Is that the plan?
I'm gonna buy more holidays this year. You can like
You can buy them. What?
you can buy up to 5 extra holiday days a year, and each day costs like a day of wages. So like if you buy a lot of them, then you just don't get paid. But there's like a reasonable amount that like, people have figured out where like this is like a good balance of the cost of your money and time.
That seems kind of dystopian to me. You
That's
are
pretty good.
buy your own time back. We've
Well, you
taken
get
it from you.
get
You can pay us to have your
you can
time
pay
back.
us time off. Well, you get your normal time off.
Yeah.
And that's pretty generous anyway.
I guess I would view the buying the time as like, if I've already used my annual leave and an emergency arises where I have to take time off. Well, not like
Yeah.
an emergency, but maybe there's an event that appears and it's like, oh shit, I've not got enough. Then I'd buy it. But
Yeah, but you have to buy them in April
I don't.
for the year.
We're in a very weird position as lecturers. I say we. You're not a lecturer. Where it's very difficult to use your annual leave or justify using your annual leave because let's
Yeah.
say that I have a lecture that I have to write for like next week. Okay.
Yeah.
If I take a day off or like the week off, that lecture still needs to be written.
Yeah, like the
So
things that change. They get covered.
yeah, I'm basically just giving myself less time to do the same amount of work. That's all that happens when I give myself a day off. It's like I've just
Yeah.
removed time that I could have spent on something, um, which is frustrating. So everyone always just ends up taking off their annual leave in like a big block over the summer. Just, oh, I'm just gonna book off the summer, which is still like amazing.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to have breaks, during term time.
Yeah. To be fair, I wish like things like the half-term holidays that you get in school were like a thing in the workplace as well. You know,
Yeah, like, well, we
like in
that
February, just
that's
like a little
the
week
other
off.
thing that again, I'm not sure students have figured out is I keep every year it gets to like the Easter holidays and I have students going, "Oh, have a nice Easter." It's like
I won't.
I'm gonna be marking your work for a couple
I'm
of
working
weeks. Yeah, yeah.
the whole time.
Um, it's the
Mhm.
it's the thought that counts in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it is, mate.
But yeah, I think actually I get an extra day of holiday this year because I've been there for a year.
Wow.
Because while you're a junior, buying holidays is cheaper than it would be if you're a lead, right? If you're a lead with a higher wage, then
Right.
technically it costs more. I'm gonna buy a load. Maybe it's 2 or 3. If I buy like one day, that gives me a weekend, and that's that's worth it to me. So
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I was like I said in the on the Discord just today, I only get braver with these.
With the poses, not the
It,
angles.
it's
I feel
it
like the crazy angles. I guess they're a test of how much you know, but the thing that you really want to get down with those constructions is you're in a constant battle between form and gesture, and
yeah
if you sort of sway too hard one way or another, you're losing something. So the thing I would be desperately trying to do whenever I do constructions is like bring back the gesture as much as you can
yeah.
while you're studying it to make sure that you're not losing that.
I think what it is for me is kind at the moment is well that absolutely, and like if like when like I'm in my head, I'm like okay, this overlap of these like shapes, these blocks is like really severe. I was like I can't.
But
I don't
that
think that's right. But then if I do it and it is right, and I'm like okay, I just gotta be brave enough to actually do it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Especially if you want to get particularly interesting poses, there is always going to be tangents in the figure. I think are a lot more forgivable than tangents with like a building or an environment.
Yeah.
Um, it seems to me that they're completely unavoidable in most cases. Like,
Yeah. I think yeah. I mean sometimes legs are just gonna fall in a certain way, especially when like you've got like a lot of confinements. But sometimes you can engineer it in the way that you want. But yep, it's okay. I'm gonna also try and draw a figure as like a block guy, but then actually draw a figure over the top, like an actual person. So I'm putting block guy into practice. Yeah.
yeah.
That's like I've put this arm at the back, but really you can't see it. You wouldn't be able to.
Eyebrows, course. People need eyebrows. It's one of the things I always just completely forget.
I spent before I went to bed last night. I spent a lot of time making a really good, feels good Spotify playlist. There are some bangs in there.
What sort
Uh,
what
let
sort of
me
vibe is the feels goods? But I can't
let me.
play it.
I can't play it, but let me riff off a few from the names.
Go on.
I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys is number one. That's the first of there.
Okay,
Um,
this is looking good so far.
Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield is on there.
I have no idea what that is.
You would if you heard it, I think.
You reckon?
Um,
Okay.
yeah, Bye 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 by NSYNC. It's a banger. Um, Dance the Night by Dua Lipa. Dog Days Are Over by Florence and the Machine.
I do like a bit
What?
of Dua Lipa.
Yeah. Waterfalls by TLC.
Don't go chasing waterfall. Oh
Exactly.
no, I sang that too well. I'm gonna
Sang
be
it too well.
copyright stricken. Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
New Shoes by Paolo Nutini. It's a good one. Grace Kelly by Mika.
We love Mika in
We
this
do love
this
Mika.
household. We
Uh,
are very pro Mika.
I put Rather Be by Clean Bandit and Jess Glennon, but I might remove that one because I think I find that song annoying. I just
Is that the
remember
one that plays on all the Thomas Cook adverts?
it. Yeah, I think so. What other ones? That Don't Impress Me Much by Shania Twain.
That don't impress me much.
And then Raspberry Beret by Prince, amongst others. There's many more. It's a good
This is what you did last
2 hour
night, is it?
playlist. Yeah, I was. I felt like I just wanted a really good uh, playlist with some anthems on.
That's very fair.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
This lady. Need to work back into these spaces. I think at this point I'm going to remove the reference. We don't need no reference. And I'm going to make the figure a little bit taller. And then I'm going to be right back. I'll leave the speakers on so you can have a chat with
Well,
the
you keep
4
everyone
people in
company.
my stream if you like. But I'm gonna mute myself. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, look at that. He's even on this Be Right Back shortly splash screen. Um, didn't realize how prepared he was. Maybe I underestimated him. Is that rude of me? I only watched Dune 2. Oh, he's back. Well, hello.
I'm back.
I was complimenting your splash screen.
Oh, it's a good splash screen, isn't it?
It is good, yeah.
I made that 2 years ago. And it's
Good.
held up. I've only got about 10 minutes of the stream left, so. What sort
I've
of
been-
final... Oh, go on, pal.
Oh, sorry. I was just loving all the Lisan Al Gaib memes that are surfacing after Dune.
Oh, I've been avoiding
Avoiding the memes.
avoiding anything Dune related for as long as I can.
It'd be really difficult at the moment.
The problem at the moment is on Twitter. I might just have to stop using Twitter. People are like retweeting lots of Dune fan art,
Oh yeah,
and it's really cool fan art. Like really, really cool.
yeah.
But I know that if I look at it, that's all
It's
I'm
over.
gonna. It's over. That's all I'm gonna think of when I'm trying to like illustrate the characters myself.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like have you ever seen a lot of Paul Chadis? Not Paul Chadis.
I have
He
seen.
did work on it, but Li Yin's paintings that he did from the book.
He made a post of them,
Yeah.
and I
And
didn't click on it. I was like, nope, no, I'm not looking at
they're,
this.
they're really good.
There's
Uh,
there's one person that like literally has a Patreon where they do June fan art and people love it. Like they are the June fan art person and it's amazing the work they do. They like completely they don't just do fan art as in like nice paintings. They did a full concept design process for like the city of Caladan.
wow.
And it just looks absolutely wonderful. Um,
I think
but
we're living in a very good time for some movies. Like you got like the Dune kind of franchise evolving. At the same time, you've got like the Spider-Verse franchise evolving. It's very very cool to see and live like with both in the works.
yeah, I just hope they
Time.
don't. The longer it lives, the higher the risk becomes that they will. Like, I don't want the Dune extended universe. You know,
Well, there's 27 books, isn't there? I'm pretty sure.
no, there are 8 books.
I thought they're like 12. I thought they were shit tons. They're like tiny little small books.
There are 8 books, and 2 of those 8, or 3 of those 8, were not written by Frank Herbert. They were written by his son, and his son is not a very good author. So, yeah.
Oh, you said that on stream. My God.
Sorry, he's gonna sue
believe
me
he's
for defamation.
Yeah. I wouldn't blame him.
I've got 9 minutes. What can I add in 9 minutes? I don't know. I wanna get this.
Can't wait to listen to some Shania Twain on the way to work now.
That don't impress me much. Oh, Shania Twain is good. Do you know what? It's been a while since I've listened to like all those songs you've chosen. I would describe as like guilty pleasure music.
They very much are, yeah, absolutely.
And it's been so long.
I think that's, yeah.
Yeah, I listen to like obscure jazz. So okay. Just because I can't. I don't want to get any earworms that are going to prevent me from working.
Yeah, I wouldn't listen to this playlist while that's working, I don't think. But
Okay.
I think my commute to work, which is drab enough, I thought a bit of Shania Twain on while I'm stuck on a busy metro.
Get a bit of Shania going, yeah.
Yeah, with a bunch of other people who don't want to be there.
What if we start losing some edges? Oh. Lose some more. Go on.
Get rid of them.
Oh. And some more. Oh, this is gonna be a difficult edge to lose. Oh. Sound like Jabba the Hutt. Oh, Solo. I don't like this. This is drawing too much attention to itself. This has been a nice, quiet stream. Good morning. The studies are about to end. I only have an hour. I think. Oh, tomorrow do I have to actually be in work? If I have to be in work tomorrow, then I will still only have an hour.
No shame. I just started the second Game of Thrones book, I think, because I've not been reading much. And the last time I was reading Game of Thrones, and I loved it. And then I was like, oh, I don't want to read the next Game of Thrones because I want to have a break. But then read something else, and now I don't want to read something else.
I've done that with Dune. I read the first Dune book, and then I was like, I'm not going to read the second one until I've illustrated some of the characters from the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I haven't illustrated any of the characters from the first one. So like, I'm getting the train, and I could be reading the second book, but I'm just sat there playing Minesweeper on my phone instead.
So I think I'll get the second one going. I quite like. I think the issue with long books is obviously they take forever to finish, so it's like a month or two. It's a bit of get to the end of the year and you've only read like 3 books because they were massive. But once I've started on it, I want to finish it. So it's really good because I will always have a book to read.
And I will always love you. It's another song for the playlist.
Oh, thanks, buddy. No.
Get that on.
We're saying that song for the Feel Good playlist.
Is it? I mean,
I think so. I think if that came on, I'd be in a good mood. Well, my main.
Well, there are lots of things that would put me in a good mood if they came on a playlist that I don't think belong on a Feel Good playlist.
Well, my main motivation for it was: is this a song that if you were vacuuming the house, you could have a little boogie to? And that was kind of what I was.
Okay, so like the Gladiator soundtrack's out.
Yeah. But you know, The Sweet Escape by Gwen Stefani is in, for example.
Is this a silly question?
Go on.
Has Scatman made it on?
Not yet, but it's still in development. This playlist, so.
Is the playlist shared with Hannah? Is that a concern?
No.
No. Okay, so you are free to.
Well, it might be one day, but this is my little zone.
Okay. Of control.
Of guilty-free feel-goods.
Then I humbly request that
some Scatman John.
At least Itchy Nissan Go makes an appearance.
I mean, there's a few good songs that are like the guilty pleasure songs, but I don't know if I put them on the playlist. Like I was gonna put "Toxic" by Britney Spears on, but the
it's not feel good,
initial like lick annoys me.
It's also it's just not feel good. It's like
maybe "Wannabe" by the Spice Girls could potentially make it, but we'll have to see.
What about "In the Summertime" by Mungo Jerry?
In the summertime in
In the
Mungo Jerry. Oh,
summertime.
that is pretty feel good.
I'm just trying to think of what other songs I have that feel good. Yeah, what about the Scissor Sisters? I can't help but dance to a Scissor Sisters song.
Like I can't decide, or
I
you
don't.
can't help dancing to I can't feel like dancing.
I can't feel
don't
like dancing.
I don't feel like dancing.
I don't even know what the lyrics are, but I sing along anyway. I don't feel
No.
like that. I'm convinced the lyrics are in the Ojos when they play, but I don't know what that means, and I don't think it's correct. What are the lyrics? Do you know what the lyrics are?
To I don't feel like dancing.
Let's have a Google.
I have no idea. No. I used to have. Do you remember brush ups? Those toothbrushes that would play a song for 2 minutes.
Did they play I Don't Feel Like Dancing?
I don't feel like dancing.
I don't think you want a child to boogie around with a toothbrush in their mouth. I think there's a risk.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. Knock a tooth out, mate.
Well, you weren't boogieing. You were too focused on brushing.
I don't feel like dancing when the old Joanna plays. So, it must be a song. Must be a song, the old Joanna. My heart could take the chance, but my 2 feet can't find a way. You think that I could? Yeah. I know that bit. But that first line, when the old Joanna plays.
Yeah. So when we think it doesn't make sense, we're right. It just doesn't. It's just a little.
We're right. Yeah. Bloody Scissor Sisters. God.
I need to have a little scour through ABBA as well, because some ABBA songs will definitely be.
Just the entire ABBA discography.
It'd probably make it, yeah. But I'll sift through there and pick some real ones.
Let's think. What's the best ABBA song? Oh, it's the one that has like a. That was the worst impression. Is it just Dancing Queen? It's one of the songs where it sort of dies down, and then the piano picks back up, and then it has like a second go in the second half of the song.
A second whirl.
A second whirl. Something like that.
Yeah.
Right. I'm
be too sure.
Unimpressed with this hand.
You know what? I'm gonna do a clean line art on this, I think, because it's good practice anyway.
Okay. I'm gonna stop the stream there. Thanks for coming, gang. I've got to go and get changed and see if it's Dancing Queen that I'm thinking of. So all very, very important stuff.
It most definitely is.
Better be. Back tomorrow though for some more figure drawing / painting. So tune in next time. I'm streaming on YouTube at the moment, and I've been considering streaming on Twitch instead. What do you think?
What do I think? What does the chat think?
The reason I use YouTube is because obviously all of my subscribers are on YouTube, aren't they?
Yeah.
But Twitch has fun little things like emotes and stuff.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of community features, which is quite nice.
Yeah, and I feel like people don't watch live streams on YouTube as much. The other nice thing about streaming on YouTube is it just goes straight onto my account.
You don't have to like record it and then.
Well, you can convert a Twitch stream into a YouTube video pretty easily, but it would be like an extra step that might discourage me from doing it in the first place.
Yeah, you don't want to put steps in between you and
no
streaming.